When it's something that involves our Papa, MOG, they don't hold their peace. They let God hold his peace while they fight the battle. Welcome back to the Henry Samson YouTube channel. In case you are meeting this channel for the very first time, kindly hit the subscribe button and hit on the bell icon to turn on notification whenever I drop a new video. Pastor David Ibiyeomie, I saw a clip where he said any blogger who misbehaves, who drags him online, who insults him, he's going to arrest him, he's going to deal with him, and there is nothing anybody would do that will pacify him. When he said that in a church setting, the congregants, the audience, they laughed and they clapped, and nobody saw anything wrong with that statement. Now, Pastor Ibiyeomie is someone who, in the how many Sundays we have in a year, will definitely preach about love, forgiveness, and kindness. But this is the same person who is saying he will not forgive regardless of what happened. And he made one particular statement. He said he doesn't believe in the gospel of slap me and I will turn the other cheek, which he was referencing when Jesus said, when somebody slap you, you should turn the other cheek. So according to him, he said he doesn't believe in that particular gospel. When I first saw this news, I was seeing text being typed and shared by different platform, different brands. But I'm someone who, until I confirm, until I see, until I hear, and can testify to the fact that yes, I heard this thing, I saw this thing, I won't want to be a party of it. Now, if you will call me a Adapting Thomas for this particular one, please, I am Adapting Thomas. Because when you don't have clear facts, when matter arise, you will not be saying them say, and them say will not be sufficient for you when the trouble arise. So I went digging, and lo and behold, I found the video where he actually made this statement. And I'll play the video so that you can watch a part of that video, just a part of the clip, because it's a very long one.
Warning now, so all of you who used to be against me here now, was when I go the other way. Don't say, hey, can a man of God curse people? Will you go and arrest people? Will you go and do this one? Now I'm telling you, you better warn him. So when I go the other way, don't come back. So don't mind this man of God who now use police, use everything to arrest people. Me, I'll arrest you. I will lock you up. I don't care. No man of God will pray for you and succeed. Me, I don't believe in slap me, I turn here. I don't believe in that kind of gospel. My gospel is you before you slap, I slap you. You better ask those who have had it with me. I'm not that kind of pastor who no, I'll fight you.
You've heard and you've seen the video by yourself. Sometimes I wonder, which gospel is this pastor now preaching? Is it the gospel of Jesus Christ or his own gospel? Because for him to make the statement and say that he doesn't believe in the gospel of slap me and I turn the other cheek is definitely stating that he doesn't believe in the gospel of Christ. So sometimes I wonder whose gospel he is actually preaching, if it is his own gospel or is the gospel of Christ. Now, over times, he has talked about it, and it has been said over and over again that he's a spiritual father or his mentor is Bishop David Ibiyeomie. I don't actually know if this man is understudying Bishop David Ibiyeomie, because there have been times and countless times where Ibiyeomie has been dragged, has been insulted, has been called all sorts of names. But I don't think there has been a time where Ibiyeomie came out in the pulpit and started dragging people, that he will deal with people mercilessly, he will arrest people, and nothing anybody can do with it. Now, if Ibiyeomie take him as his spiritual father, as his mentor, then I feel there should be a level of things that he should copy from him. And this one particularly should be one of the instances he should copy from him. From the Bible, there are instances of where the characteristics of a deacon, of a bishop, of a church leader, of a pastor, the characteristics they should possess. And one of the characteristics is he should be a patient person. He should not be short-tempered. But if you look at the characteristics of Ibiyeomie from this particular speech and from time and time again where he has threatened people, where he has threatened to deal with people, where he has allegedly dealt with people, because I can't for sure say he has dealt with, but the way he always talk about it, then definitely he must have done it before. Now, with these characteristics he's portraying, they are not in line with the characteristics that scripture give for a leader to possess. For someone like David Ibiyeomie, who has thousands of followers, thousands of congregants, for him to be flexing power like this. Now, just imagine if a CEO or anybody who is a member of his congregation, from hearing that statement of "you slap me, I not go forgive," tomorrow that person goes out and let's say he is a CEO or someone with influence, with power, and somebody did something to him and he reacted, he's actually doing what Papa is doing. So you won't want to blame him. And in the sermon where he was talking about he will deal with people, he said something. He said, "Not even the prayer of any man of God can save anybody he wants to deal with." That is to say, if he wants to deal with somebody, even let it be his own mentor or his spiritual father, Bishop David Ibiyeomie, who will call him or pray about it or beg him about it, he said nobody prayer will stop it. Now, the instance I gave now, just think of a member of his congregation who flex his own power. And let's say Bishop David Ibiyeomie got to hear about it and he called this person and he was like, "This thing you did, this thing you did, you need to let go of this thing." And that particular person choose not to obey or respect the decision of Ibiyeomie and he choose to flex his muscle. Will Ibiyeomie be also angry that his congregant or his member did not listen to him? I'm just wondering here. I'm not trying to say anything, but I'm just asking a question. Again, the way he said this thing and the way he's always flexing the muscle of "I will deal with anybody and nothing will happen, I will deal with you and nobody will be able to beg for you, not your father, not your mother," and the way some other pastors do the boasting and bragging of a thing. I'm just thinking, if they were the one who was sent to die for the sin of humanity, let's say they were Jesus, and on the cross of Calvary, the criminal, the thief who was crucified alongside, just dared him that if you were the Son of God, prove yourself and come down from the cross. If you reason that thing, it looks insultive because I have the power and you are asking me if I have the power, I should show it. Then definitely, I feel if he and some other pastors who are always boastful and bragging about dealing with people, if they were Jesus, they would have actually come down from that cross. And if they were James and John, when they went with Jesus into Samaria and the Samaritans refused Jesus, remember what James and John did? They asked Jesus, "Should we call down fire? Should we call down thunder to scatter these people?" I feel if they were Jesus in that position, he would have given the go ahead and called out on and fire them for saying rubbish about me, for talking about me carelessly, called out on and scatter them. But that is not the Christ-like attributes that we are supposed to model after. In this particular scenario I just painted, which is recorded in scriptures, Jesus told James and John to stop because that was not the mission he was sent for. This is not even making me to wonder what happens to the preaching and the message of "hold your peace and let God fight for you." Or since he said he doesn't believe the gospel of slap one cheek and turn the other side, probably he still doesn't believe in the scripture that says "hold your peace and allow God fight for you." And this thing is somehow peculiar to what we see in Africa and Nigeria. When it's something that involves our Papa MOG, they don't hold their peace. They let God hold his peace while they fight the battle. But when it involves a common member or a commoner, that is when we will remember that we will need to hold our peace and allow God fight for us. But then, don't get me wrong, go. Am I advocating that pastors, men of God should be dragged, should be insulted, should be bullied, their words should be taken out of context? No. Am I in any way saying that when men of God are being dragged, when they are being insulted, when they are being bullied online, when what they didn't say is being put as if they said it, am I trying to say when all these things happen, they don't get hurt or they don't feel hurt? I'm not trying to say that. Definitely, they are humans like us. And when the words come out, when they see these things, when they read these things, They will definitely feel hurt. But then, as leaders in faith, as people who are in the position of leading the congregation, being the shepherd over thousands of lives, there should be a role model, and they should carry the character of the message they preach. Because you can't preach forgiveness, and when something happens, when you are supposed to be a model of that forgiveness, you won't want to forgive. Now, this gospel that they are all riding upon, that we are all enjoying the benefits, Jesus himself, Paul the apostles, and some other disciples throughout scripture, there were different places where they talked about, if you are being insulted, if you are being persecuted, if you are being dragged for the sake of Christ, you should count it all joy. Probably he still doesn't believe in that part of the Bible as well, because if he says he doesn't believe in slap me and turn and I will turn the other cheek for you, probably he also does not believe it, that when he is being insulted for the sake of Christ, he should count it all joy. If he's being dragged for the sake of Christ, he should count it all joy. So here I'm going to read two scriptures and I will end the video at that. Now, the first scripture I'm about to read is First Peter 4, verse 14. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Christ, happy are ye, for the Spirit of glory and of God resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. This one is Matthew 5:11 to 12. Peter, he says, in your own part, God is glorified if you are insulted for the sake of Christ. Then in Matthew 5, Jesus himself, who was speaking, said, you should rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward. We are always hearing that our reward is in heaven, our reward is in heaven. So when issues like this come up and you react, that's to tell us you also don't believe in the message of our reward is in heaven that you have been preaching for us. Well, I want to end this video here, and I hope I won't be arrested or dealt with because of what I said, because the statement was very clear. Don't talk about me again. Before I even go, let me add this to it. In the video, he said, don't talk about me again, talk about this church again. Don't even talk about this thing that I just said now.
Don't carry my news. That's what I'm saying. Don't carry. I don't want your news. You won't make me popular. You are not already. I'm talking to the world. Don't carry my news. Good or bad, don't carry it. I don't want you to carry. Don't say I want to. Don't carry. If I hear them, don't carry my news. I don't want you. Don't carry. Don't carry news from this church. We are warning you that don't carry. Even this one, don't carry it. I don't want you again.
This is a free word. Whatsoever you put out in the public domain, anybody can talk about it. That is what we call freedom of speech. But sadly, I'm sorry to say this, but sadly, in Nigeria, it is popular among people that freedom of speech is guaranteed, but what is not guaranteed is freedom after speech. This video I just made is freedom of speech, which is guaranteed, which is why I was able to do this video. But the freedom after this video, after this speech, I don't know if it is guaranteed for me, and I hope I will not be dealt with. But then tell me what you think about this in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till the next time, I remain Harry Sampson. Peace out. Bye.